It's the Chain Gang Sports Show. It's Thursday Night Live. So much to talk about. This show mainly dedicated to your emails. We're answering them tonight.
Yeah, that's good. The good thing we're live. Now we're by the pool.
We're borrowing from is that Chit Chat and Chill? Chick Chat
and
Chill.
Yeah, the first time I did the board, the first podcast I watched was How to Spice It Up in the Bedroom.
How to spice it up in the bedroom. Really, they get into it.
And one's married and one's single, so you got the
best of both worlds.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
you don't have to restart. I'll just splice it in. We want to give a big shout out to the U.S. News and Entertainment Network for producing this show. Please like, subscribe, and share to stay up to date.
Hey, the Chain Gang Sports Show, Tommy Thunder, and Johnny Monte Carlo. I'm pushing them around, I'm telling you. We're recording as usual from the Flagler Voice Podcast Studios in association with the U.S. News and Entertainment Network. Things are better with us. And the Chain Gang Sports Show always appreciates your emails at flaglervoice@gmail.com. Tonight, we're answering some of those emails.
Yeah.
They start piling up.
Yeah, and things have been getting good for us. So now we have a chance to ask the ones that we had pushed off that were something we could talk about at any given time.
At any given time.
Yeah. So.
Well, anytime we go on, it's live. We don't say cut. We just keep going.
Yeah.
And
kind of like the opening intro was
on this one,
a different show. It was the two girls sitting out there.
Which, when you think about it, that's going to provide great content for our very first
bloopers. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We could fill it.
At least an hour.
Yeah.
At least an hour.
Wrong addresses. We're working it out.
Yeah. Nothing like giving out the wrong address and having people showing up looking for a massive chicken sandwich or something, or a pizza.
This thing is starting to get some legs. It's some people that are, like when we getting out in the, like you talked about, getting out there at the Philly cheesesteak place and actually talking with them about doing doing a show on Sundays during the Eagles games. They were excited about it, as are we, getting out there. We love getting out there.
Well, and shows, to our potential sponsors, our shows, we bring food in every Thursday.
Yeah.
Tonight will be the only exception that I can think of in the last.
Yeah, and that was only because, that's because the producers got better things to do.
Well, now he's going to be on special assignment.
Yeah,
we talk about
it's not good when you producers.
Right. I'm on special assignment.
Yeah, special.
That's right.
He thrives on.
I'm special.
Yeah, that's special.
If it's an assignment, it better be special.
Window licker.
Give him a call.
Special window licker.
But greatest producer, by the way.
Yeah, no question.
Hats off.
That's why when we do our picture. For our swag, as we eventually start to bringing in swag, it'll be the three of us at the table with him behind us, because he's a big part of this. He's a big part of the show.
Oh, without him, you know what?
Without him, we don't exist.
Right.
And especially those two melonheads that open the show up. I don't know who those guys are.
That's right. Without him, we'll just be two guys talking sports, feeding pigeons.
Might as well put Miley Cyrus and Jelly Roll.
We could do that.
I know you can. Actually, those two, well, that's you don't even know what's real anymore. Everything's AI. You with your little wave that you do. I love that thing.
They can put you anywhere. They can copy your voice.
It's crazy.
They're putting.
I don't even want to get into that because this show is real. I'm real.
Yeah, we are real.
See that? I'm real.
Yeah, we would be able.
Have
to
you seen my
for
picture?
you.
Have you seen my picture?
I have seen your picture.
You know. But anyway,
this show dedicated to, but like you say, we'll get out more.
Yes,
we enjoyed our time about a week.
Yeah, so I went out and scouted the possibilities. Like I said, we've been talking with the Tortugas, the Daytona Tortugas, and their guy, which is D Cook, and he's all for. He's going to come on the show, and then we're going to bring our show on the road show to Volusia County and do a Tortugas game. And I'm hoping to, at that point, to have added on to our group of followers is a new baseball academy opening up, baseball softball academy opening up in Flagler. And I went to the build out today. The owners weren't there, but got to see. This is going to be some facility. Yeah. Indoor, batting cages. They have 6 baseball teams, 3 softball teams. It's behind that tracks.
Oh, yeah,
Back where the axe throwing.
The axe throwing,
Yeah,
that's right.
The storage, there's a storage units back there. It's the last unit. It's the last strip. He's taking the whole building.
Awesome.
Yeah. So and they're
Is
looking.
that the old Thunder Gulch?
It's back there. Yeah.
Back in that.
But yeah, and so they want us to be. We're going to do their grand opening when they're ready to open up, and they want to be a part of what we got going on. So it's exciting. It's exciting, and that first time out there was nice. And speaking of which, the Misfits. You're going to meet me out there tomorrow, right?
I am.
Okay. We're gonna film some of the Misfits. Actually, Trinity is going to try to strike me out.
I want to see you do your best there and judge.
Yeah, I got to see you hold the camera. Hopefully, the viewers won't get nauseous of the shake, rattle, and roll that'll be going on.
It should be interesting.
Yeah, it should be. I know I'm the worst.
I just hope it doesn't rain.
Wherever I look, the camera goes with me at that speed. So scary because I have it's clinical. It's called ADD. I think every human being has it, but throw an H in mine.
You're going to be swinging for the fences, and there's no ABS.
No.
So
that's going to be live. Trinity's going to try to mow me down.
All strike.
Speaking of which,
even if it looked like a ball.
The girls' softball World Series has been unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
University of Texas, that kid, she can flat out rake. She is a beast. Stewart, she hit 2 bombs over the weekend. She's red hot. The UT is the hook 'em horns, baby. Paulie, Longhorn Paulie, I'm throwing the horns up. None of this, none of that, but this.
I look at that every year, especially the ladies. Where do they go? There's not really,
There's a professional league now. They're already talking about the draft. They were talking about the draft on the.
But I always think if I was putting together like a chain gang, which we'll do that. We'll put together a chain gang
female
sports show softball team.
Yeah.
Co-ed.
Yeah. I like that idea.
You like that idea?
I like that idea. Anytime I get to, what do they call it? What is Coney, David Cohn, toting the slab in the Boogie Down Bronx?
Yeah. Another thing.
He always says that.
Yeah, he always says that.
Garrett Cole is toting the slab in the Boogie Down.
Garrett Cole. But also bowling, like fundraiser stuff. We'll get involved in.
As long as I can bowl one game. Because my first game I bowl, I've actually bowled 200, 220. But then the second game, I bowl a 98. It's like, well, I don't know what happens. The ball gets warped or something. I don't get it. Well, I hate bowling.
When it comes to involving our
the bowling alley is one of our sponsors.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hate I have to be competitive in everything.
Remember those wings? It was just a scant 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But our producer though, he's going to be at a disadvantage. Are you a right-handed bowler?
No, I'm a right-handed bowler and a left-handed table sawer.
But do you stick your thumb in the hole? Because now you got these guys that bowl.
They
cup it.
Not in the traditional sense.
You stick your fingers in the hole? That sounds awful. But
no. We're talking bowling.
Bowling balls.
That's it.
Not Mikey balls, but bowling balls.
Out of the gutter.
I was not there. All right, so one of the first emails.
Oh, let's see. Hey, you know what?
I'm going to start it off with Mike from the Mondex because he's wanted to come on this show and he gets frustrated because he's like, I don't know anything about hockey. So he wants to know why we don't cover extreme sports. And, extreme sports is, that Red Bull sponsors everything on the extreme side. They really do. And they're the best team. Team Red Bull for flying, whatever they do.
Red Bull's pockets are deep.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? On an energy
Formula
drink.
One and,
Yeah, it's huge.
They sponsor so
much.
And,
I think we would cover more of it if it was more mainstream. I think that's what we cover the 4 majors, and we will just go out a little bit, but
part of the reason why ESPN has so many, it's not just ESPN or
ESPN Ocho for the ones that, for the people.
They cover that.
I know. They do.
You have to have a place to put it, though.
Yeah, the X Games. I remember when that first started. I think they're on the X Games 60 now. I mean, it's crazy because they do 2 a year. They do the Winter X and the Summer X. Skateboards turn into snowboards.
I used to think that taking a Huffy bicycle when I was a kid.
A Huffy. Nah, you're dating yourself with a Huffy.
Yeah, well, I got.
I had a mongoose. I had a mongoose.
You had the mongoose.
Yeah. Before Target took over mongoose. Oh no, Walmart. You can get a mongoose at Walmart.
But jumping over like oil barrels,
the only thing I jumped over was
Knievel back in the day. But you see these guys with the bikes and doing the flipping, and they have so much
confidence. And they're 50 feet in the air.
50 feet, yeah.
And then they fall
At
and
least that.
they got compound fractures or a dime a dozen.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
You
so
got to
it's
have a good HM.
So, Mike, there's your answer. We just, it's not mainstream. Not to say that we wouldn't want it to be. We'll cover anything you want to talk about. So,
but, you know, because Mike has expressed interest in it, we will
look into it.
Make an effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
On at least the hour-long shows. 30 minutes kind of tough to cram it in there.
Yeah.
But if there is an event coming off the weekend.
Yeah, especially like this time, and then when August rolls around, and you've got baseball playoffs, you've got football, college, and pro. And right now we've got NBA, NHL, and Major League Baseball going on right now, and the College World Series and the college girls softball. You know, I think giving female sports more exposure from our show, I think that's a good idea too, because I think female sports is growing rapidly.
I'm all for female sports getting more exposure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and we're just the people to do it. We're gonna bring it about.
Hey, you know what?
In fact, I'm gonna take notes now. It's extreme sports, female sports.
Yeah,
we got.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
We might just push the NFL right off.
We have a show that on that's part of the podcast that there's a female. She does. They follow. She has a follow. Chelsea. What's Chelsea's last name? Peace. Chelsea Peace.
Yeah.
She has a following that's insane. I mean, they watch her scrub her driveway or have it power washed. It's crazy, man. It's crazy stuff. And if you get that following, and she talks about scorned women, about it going through divorces of cheating men, husbands. That's a topic. And, there's a lot of scorned women out there that'll jump all over that.
Oh,
but,
definitely.
Yeah. Anyway.
But,
So scorned women is a sport?
It's become a sport.
That's an extreme.
Some of these dirtbags. It is an extreme sport.
That's right. Some of these axe throwing.
Some of these guys make guys look bad. I mean, not that we need much help sometimes, I think. And I try to be the best person I can be. And let's say, why cheat? Yeah. I'm not big on the infidelity thing. It's just not, not a good practice.
The Winter Olympics,
not a good look.
Back in February, we talked about sports that we normally, only every 4 years. What else are you going to talk about? Curling.
Yeah.
And cross country,
Yeah.
I think that's interesting how they get the guns out, they start shooting, then they start skiing.
Yeah.
They start.
Producer loves that. He's all about the gun.
Oh, yeah. Anything with guns.
Yeah, not me. I've shot a gun once and we were shooting clay pigeons, and you hit this when you shoot the shotgun, it sprays the pellets, so you got a better shot. Well, these idiots.
So what is that, like skeet?
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, these guys thought it was funny because they know. Pull. Yeah, pull this. So pull my finger.
I got your.
So
pull.
I'm thinking, okay, it's some kind of sport. I'll probably be, I hope to be successful at it. And they put a slug in, which is holy. You want to talk about taking you right? I took almost dislocated my shoulder. They thought it was the funniest thing in the world, but I had no idea what was coming. So the pellets are a less impact on the gun, less kickback. Put a slug in there. Shoot.
That's a whole different
game.
The recoil.
You'll have to shoot my 45 someday.
Yeah, no way. I can't even hit the broadside of the ocean from a boat with a 9mm. I was 5 feet from the target and couldn't hit it. But I don't want to talk about it because I was doing this sideways like John Wick. I thought I was John Wick.
Yeah, gangster.
Yeah.
But, we do have to give, as much because we're expanding. We're expanding our footprint. In fact, anybody has any kind of emails.
Anything.
Or call us. We're not able to take calls this time around because we're just concentrating.
Yeah, because the producer bailed. That's real simple.
On emails.
No, he bailed.
But we're always, anytime you build a business, you let the people build the business. The customers or guests, however, will let you know what their expectations are.
Sure.
And this is kind of like what that's all about.
Yeah, I agree.
And answer kind of thing.
I agree.
So female
I agree. I need
sports,
a Pepsi. That's what I need.
Extreme sports. And female related sports, WNBA, of course, that's always been.
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark is not exactly having.
No, not at all. She's
time.
struggling. She's struggling. All right. So next question, we have what was the next one? Old Man Rivers. Old Man Rivers.
Man Rivers.
He wants to know: has baseball contradicted itself with having the pitch clock and now having the ability to challenge balls and strikes, which takes a minute,
takes time.
Yeah.
Takes
So you really just offset the intent was to speed the game up. And I think with the challenges now, all you're doing is making it back to the 3 to 4 hour baseball game. which is what people's biggest complaint is baseball's boring because it takes so long.
2.5 to 3 hours.
Yeah. They had knocked it down to the average. I think it was just over 2 hours, 2:12, 2:15, which is that's a speed. That's 15 seconds, get the ball out.
But I'm okay with a 3-hour baseball game because after you've had a couple of beers, you're going to stand in line for the restroom for about a half an hour or so.
Yeah. All right. So you miss it.
So I need a 3-hour game.
Unless you go back to the Yankees 45-minute inning.
Oh, yeah. Remember that?
Yeah. 45 minutes.
13 runs in one inning. Didn't score any
18 batters.
18 batters.
13 runs. And 47 minutes. And
your pitcher can go cold.
He had to go out to the bullpen. It's good thinking that he did that, but
I see what the email. Old Man Rivers is on to something.
Sure, he
very
is.
perceptive because ABS does take a little time because it's the first season they're using it.
Yeah,
and
ABS.
What is it? You gotta tap your helmet.
Yeah, I know that's.
I'm not sure that they're going to stick with that.
I think the last time I saw the helmet tapping was when the Houston Astros were cheating. The guy at second base would tap his helmet when he knew a fastball was coming because they steal signs.
Yeah.
That's how they won the World Series. I hate them for that because they knocked the Yankees out 2 years in a row with cheating. Actually, Aaron Judge is bitter, very bitter about it. He's never made friends with guys like Bergman or Altuve because of that.
Oh, you get a batter with a bad case of psoriasis, and you'll be thinking he's challenging every pitch you throw. He'll be tapping, itching, scratching, giving you all kinds of signals. But in all actuality, I think they're going to work the bugs out of that.
I thought it with tennis. You ever see the virtual ball out? It'll leave a mark, and it shows it like a black spot on the line if it hit the line.
Yeah,
I found that to be awesome. Because he couldn't get it wrong. If the ball was touching the line, it was real simple. Just so you know, ABS had a glitch on the Yankee game.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, not too
where it missed
not
by
too long ago.
It missed. Yeah, it missed by whatever it is, and
they
missed. And they challenged it, and they didn't override it, and it should have been. It was not a strike.
Oh yeah, there's flaws.
It's the first one I've seen where
first time they're using it. You can expect that.
Yeah,
but we're not seeing the terrible calls that some of these umpires have been making.
Do you notice it's made them better?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Well, because now they're saying, "Hey, wait, it's
they have to
us against them."
Right. It's not. They're not going to expand
this. This is the machine.
Yeah, they're not going to make the strike zone bigger because somebody said the wrong thing to them. You know what I mean? It's made it so they had to be on point.
But
which is good for the game.
Remember, about a month ago, we had Rich Yogle on a Thursday edition of the Chain Gang Sports Show.
Yeah, Rich Yogle was a great guest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to have him back too. He is the head of the umpires. He's the director, basically.
Yeah, head
umpire in chief.
Umpire in chief. Yeah, the UIC.
Yeah, umpire in chief. Yeah, he's the head in charge, head man in charge.
That's it. The head umpire in charge.
Yeah.
But he, there's a lot of pressure. Let's face it. And I remember on the show, we were talking about the Jumbotron when you get up to the big leagues and everything is reviewed. And
here's a
lot of pressure.
Well, I can tell you this. I was at the Tortuga game.
Yeah.
And there is no challenges on balls and strikes. They haven't brought it. It's not to the single A. They haven't used it. There is no replay out on any screens or anything. So, an out call at second, or there was actually a play where it was double play. When they used to just do this, the shortstop or the second baseman flip it to the shortstop.
Right.
And he'd come and just whisk, it's kind of like slide.
Rush the foot.
Yeah. And this one was a little blatant, but he called safe, and no review, no replay to question it. And it's only 2 umpires, and the home plate umpire looked 18 max. So, it's still Major League Baseball, no matter how you look at it. It's single A, but it's still Major League Baseball. And,
but it's a good training ground.
It's a great training ground.
Umpires have to break in.
Absolutely. If you're going to do it at a level, that's single A. And hey, man, listen, the Tortugas had a kid he's 20 years old, throwing 97 on a regular. It was, he had some serious velo.
It's great technology is giving us both in in all forms of sport, but football, baseball.
Anytime Little League World Series.
Yeah, Little
has
League
it.
World
Can you
Series.
believe that? That's crazy.
Hey, that's going to be coming up before too long.
Yeah.
We'll have to have Rich sit in with us once again. He's a great source of information.
Sure he is.
And insight and analysis there. Hey, so Lenny from Ponte Vedra Beach is asking on an email, and I believe he sent it in this past week, and we just weren't able to get to it. Lenny, my apologies on that. Do the Jags have a chance this season? Now, NFL, it won't be long. That it's going to dominate most of the conversations coming out of here
of course
on Thursday night, because you're going to be looking at Thursday night football.
Right.
Then again, what day are they not going to be playing in the NFL?
Yeah,
It's
Thanksgiving.
getting crazy.
Yeah.
Wednesday night
Black
to open
Friday.
up. Yeah,
I mean,
Black Friday.
they got some crazy dates. But that's the Jags. They're that team. Trevor Lawrence is definitely a great quarterback.
He finally really emerged.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He definitely he's shown flashes of it, but you got to remember, man, he hasn't always had a lot of talent around him.
Right.
But now they have a running game with ETN, if he's still there. I don't know. I thought ETN might have been
Saints.
He did go to the Saints.
Yeah,
Saints. Yeah.
But now you've got.
But they had a running back. They added somebody. They were deep.
Right. I know who you're talking about there.
Yeah,
we'll have to get get prepared for the training camps.
Yeah, but I don't think the Jaguars are who we're going to be talking about come January, February. I don't think that the Jags will be in that conversation.
No, I just don't see it either.
Me neither.
But in fact, that division right now, the Colts. You got the Colts.
Hey, listen, Danny Dimes. If Danny Dimes comes back at full strength, I think the Colts are in conversation. But the question is, can he?
Right.
I mean, that's a full year turnaround. That was a bad injury. So
they made a huge investment in him.
Yeah, they did. And
where does that leave Richardson?
Anthony Richardson, still a guy sitting out there. Did you see also an announcement?
AJ.
Well, AJ Brown going to the Patriots. That was just waiting. I think they would just try to dot the I's and cross the T's. But so they finally did get the deal done for a first rounder in 28 and a fifth rounder in next year's draft. So, man, that's nothing for an AJ Brown.
No.
But what's he do to your culture? I can tell you this. He is not going to upset the apple cart with Mike Vrabel as head coach. I can tell you that. There's one alpha in the Patriots locker room, and that's Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, even though he's got to watch his home.
That's it. Stay away from Coldplay concerts, and you'll be okay.
What's her name? The Italian girl. Rodriguez,
Rossellini?
Rossellini.
No, not Isabella Rossellini.
No, but you know who I'm talking
Rossini,
about. Diana Rossini, that's it.
I get that her and Isabella Rossellini mixed up.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
two very, they're just alike.
But just going back to Lenny's question, and thanks for the email, Ponte Vedra, that's the great thing about this show. You could be on the other side.
That's we got one here from Brian from Fire Island. That's in New York.
Yeah. You can look at that.
Yeah, Brian watches. He definitely watches the show. He'll make his comments the next day. He doesn't call in because he's a little bit of an introvert when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, he wanted to know. Brian from Fire Island, who was the best? He's the godfather to my kids, so he's got vested interest.
He's making you an email you
can't refuse. There you go, good one. I like that. It says, "Do the Mets have what it takes to win the NL East after such a slow start?"
Well, the Braves are pretty consistent. I don't think you're going to pass them up, but I think.
Yeah, I mean, what are they back? What are they 8 back? Is it?
Something like 13.
Oh, is it 13?
12 and a half.
Yeah, okay.
Back.
So that's a long...
Because the Mets were a mess.
Right. That's a long way.
Wondering why
a long season.
Yeah.
But that's not... I mean, that's not... I remember the Yankees were back down 17 or something to the...
it's not insurmountable.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the Braves look like the real deal. Currently, I'm going to say a wild card possibility.
Well, that's what I was thinking, too. Same thing. I don't know.
But
I don't know if they're pitching.
The Nationals, though. The Nationals are playing. They've had a 500 record as of late.
Yeah.
The Phillies with Mattingly.
Phillies are really...
That's actually become a tough division.
Yeah, it has.
In fact, the National League overall has, coming up to the broadcast time here, just following the National League, they're way ahead of the American League. The American League... In the American League West, there's hardly a team that can say they're a winning team. Maybe Seattle, You did say they would bounce back. They've been doing it without Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
But the Mariners may be but the A's have, they've been on top.
Yeah. The A's are, well, the Yankees.
The Rangers and the Astros are disappointing in that division.
Yeah, that's really disappointing.
And the White Sox.
White Sox 32 and 27.
Yeah, better than.
And they're only a game back of the Guardians.
32 and 27.
They're only a game back of the Guardians, who've been red hot.
And
so
I remember when they were 32 and 27. Yeah, that was going back a little bit there. Those White Sox, the Angels are basically, and the Rockies are the worst teams in baseball, and I think that's the way it's going to be throughout the.
And Mike Trout
and the Tigers are dreadful.
Oh, I know.
What's happened to the Tigers?
I don't know. They lost their stripes.
Hey, but going back to that, the email, I'm going to say that's probably because Soto is doing good. He's hitting over 300. Bichette's got a little ways to go. We talked about that, though, before. Some of the best hitters in baseball off to slow start.
Yeah, but those slow starts have to start. They better start making their way out of it.
I don't think you can really tell about any pro sports team. I'll never forget, and this is going way back, but when I first started covering the Miami Heat, when I was an intern coming out of radio broadcasting school, and it was head coach Kevin Lockery at the time.
Sure, I remember Lockery.
And
was that after Rothstein?
After Rothstein, early 90s. And I remember, asking him about, what kind of team, and he says, I can't really tell you right now, but ask me again after the All-Star break. That's when I can tell what kind of team.
Yeah, that's true. That's a 40-game measuring stick.
Yeah, when you get halfway through the season.
Yeah, the Mets are 13.5 back.
Yeah, the Mets.
And the Phillies went over 500 yesterday.
Yeah, Phillies, Washington. It's become only the Marlins right now.
And the Braves really are 40 and 20, best record in
Braves
baseball.
Best team in baseball as of this era.
Brewers and Dodgers right there as well.
Oh, yeah, Brewers and Dodgers. Dodgers have been on the upswing.
Hey, the Rays only have 20 losses, too. But, yeah, you're right, boy. The American League Central
League
and the American League West are dreadful. They're barely, everybody's at 500 except the Guardians. They're 7 over 500. But
the Guardians had that 7-game winning streak. That got them up there in the standings.
Yeah.
But we'll give a nod to the Guardians, but it's the Rays and the Yankees now.
Yeah.
And
the Yankees are only a game and a half back. They were 5 back.
Yeah. So I'm going to say Mets have a shot at the wild card.
Yeah, I think so too.
But then again, you may see all the wild card coming out of that National League Central with the Brewers playing well. The Cubs, I think they'll be in the thick of things. They've been up and down. You can't count out the Reds. Sometimes they go on a winning streak.
Yeah,
Pirates
but they just put what's his name
on injured. Yeah. So it's a long season, but yeah, I'm going to say Mets certainly don't count them out as a wild card. I don't think they win the division though. They're not that good. The pitching isn't really that good. I thought Peralta would be doing a whole lot.
Yeah, me too.
But no, not the case. By the way, hey, Russell Wilson.
Yeah, to the
Did
booth.
you see that? He's going to go to CBS. We talked about that briefly on a prior show.
And I think he puts the end to a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no question. I think Russell Wilson's Hall of Fame numbers.
He had his time in the sun.
Yeah.
And I think just to continue playing longer is going to taint that.
Yeah.
So hats off to Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Maybe we'll have to see if we can reach out to him, get him on the Chain Gang, and kind of reminisce about, Seahawks and the Patriots. Marshawn Lynch. Remember?
Yeah, the jump when he jumped the route.
Pete Carroll. What were they?
I have no idea what they were thinking.
The producer was happy about that, though.
That was brutal. I remember. You remember Brady's reaction on the sideline? That was crazy.
But yeah, Russell Wilson now. He's going to take the place of Matt Ryan, a quarterback for a quarterback.
Yeah.
But Matt Ryan, though, was about 6 foot. I think his neck was about a foot long. He had Matt Ryan is extremely tall. And, of course, Russell Wilson coming in at all of 5'11" there.
Yeah.
So they'll give him a little booster there on the seat, I guess. But then again, I don't see anybody as tall as Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan doing very good now with the
Yeah, he is. He's good. He's very good.
With the
Yeah.
Falcons. Now he's going to have to deal with Tua over there. It's
Yeah.
going to be interesting this upcoming
Tua and
season.
Penix.
Yeah.
The battle of the
Let's see
lefties.
that battle. Yeah, lefties. Yeah, the battle of the
I
lefties.
can't remember that happening.
You know, that's what I'm interested in seeing. How well does Mike McDaniel do out there with the Chargers with Jim Harbaugh?
I think the Chargers
going to emerge.
He's a weird dude.
It's
Anybody
tough.
who wears Uggs, any football
Those
coach who wears
capris.
Uggs in his capris, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Well, he's
I
out
think
there.
that was all about shock, effect.
He's out there in Los Angeles, though. So it's
Oh yeah, he'll fit right in. Yeah, Uggs
So
are
he's
big.
in the right place.
Yeah, you're wearing Uggs in Miami. You're not really using your brain.
Tough interview, though. Anytime you ask him a question, you get a long answer.
Oh yeah,
And-
kind of like Belichick.
Kind of like Belichick, just at a slower pace.
Yeah,
than
that's it.
Belichick. Russell Wilson there, and also just got to throw that in. A recent development is Odell Beckham Jr. now.
Back with the Giants.
Back with the Giants. Who
That-
would have thought?
Who'd have I didn't even know he was still able to play football.
Well, he's back with them, but the season. That's a whole different. Will he remain with the Giants? I don't know. Got an email for us over there on your end. I've got one here.
Before you go into your next email, I don't know really how we can do it tonight, but you're at halftime.
We are at halftime.
So who's singing?
You said you were going to sing.
Oh, get out of your bird.
You're gonna do.
I distinctly remember you saying.
I did. I thought Johnny Monte Carlo would do a duet with me.
A duet.
Oh.
I thought he was going to break out some David Lee Roth with "I'm Your Ice Cream Man."
Oh, I thought it was just a gigolo.
Oh, that too.
There you go. Look at the producer pulling out David Lee. This is a man who doesn't listen to the radio. Makes me drive in silence. Drives me crazy.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he hates music.
He doesn't listen.
He does not like music.
No,
He
that's
Spotify.
He
with
calls
no
it noise.
rope.
That's true. It's white noise.
Yeah. See what I mean? This is what I have to deal with. Can you imagine that on an everyday basis? Now you know why.
Then we go to a job site and Mikey Balls is playing his radio.
Full tilt.
Oh my God, just gives me headaches all the
Yeah.
time.
Balls.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
I don't even know what the songs are. All I know is that
He's cranking out Queensryche, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Ronnie James Dio.
Ronnie James
He's
Dio.
cranking out headaches. I know that.
That's why you go to put the producer's radio on in the van and it's
Talk radio.
it's on AM.
Yeah, AM talk radio. Mostly static.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so
Plenty of static.
speaking of Mikey Balls, well, we're gonna skip Mikey
is
Balls.
he-
We're gonna go to Longhorn Paulie. He's a regular. He's a
Longhorn Paul
Longhorn Paulie with
with the suction cup.
with the bird feeder / satellite dish he's got out of his window.
That's true though.
If somehow he could send us a picture.
We got one.
I got one.
Oh, you do have
Yeah,
it.
we
yeah.
got one.
But
I have
to where we could put it on for the viewers to be able to see that.
It's a true thing.
It would
It's-
have to
it's
be
real.
authorized by him, though. We're not just going to throw.
Well, there's
Oh,
no.
we don't need authorization.
there's no
He's
background
my
stuff.
uncle. What's he gonna do? So what's
Does he have a patent on this? Ben-
no? I think he bought it.
Yeah, this
Oh,
looks.
did he
This
buy it?
looks
Yeah,
real.
this looks like store bought.
Oh, so he didn't come up with that.
No,
No,
no.
But he did add the aluminum foil to it.
Yeah, like we used to do with the rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
For those that are younger than 50, rabbit ears were the antennas on TV, and you have to
That's
wrap them in aluminum foil, and then your parents would say, "Go change the channel."
That's it.
You were the remote.
You don't have to notify PETA. Hey, by the way, there was an incident on a show a while back with Longhorn Paulie, right? Or who was that? No, there was a caller where he said his dog ate a baby rabbit.
Yeah, that was Paulie.
Was that Paulie?
Yeah, that was last week's show. There it is.
You gotta
Yeah, there it is.
okay.
Bring it up to the.
Yeah, bring it up to let's get
to
that.
the-
Longhorn
Yeah,
Paulie
there it is.
satellite
You can
dish.
see
That's his satellite dish. It's right over. You see the compost right below it. And it is.
That's like-
right, look right below it is the
Tommy
compost.
Thunder's favorite words.
Yeah, compost. Because I always thought it was for the.
Sounded
I thought it was the shake.
he's in a very rural area.
Oh yeah, he's in Round Top, New York.
Round Top.
It's up in the mountains.
That would
Catskill.
be manure.
Catskill Mountain.
Not.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I thought compost was used to help grow your vegetables, whatever.
It is. Well, it's made out of your vegetables too.
I thought it was made out of your ass. All right, so
now that's a difference. That's fertilizer.
Okay, whatever.
Hey, a longtime Celtics fan, Stan.
We're going to skip Longhorn Paulie's.
Oh, Longhorn Paulie. I can't skip.
We show his satellite dish, and then we turn around and ignore his email. He just wants to know now. It's 2 weeks out. It's Father's Day weekend. Longhorn Paulie wants to know who's the favorite for the U.S. Open, which is on Long Island, where I'm from, Shinnecock Hills, which is in the Hamptons, which is one of the most beautiful Shinnecock Hills. And it's in the Hamptons, which I'm sure everybody knows.
That sounds like a Spanish name.
That's where
I'm wondering if he's pronouncing it
Shinnecock Hills.
How is that spelled?
It's S-H-I-N. No, Shinnecock.
Well,
it's spelled exactly the way it sounds.
Schlittler kind of.
No, Shinnecock.
Shinnecock.
Exactly the way it sounds is the way it's spelled.
That's the
Shinnecock. You've never you're sports guy. Shinnecock Hills is one of the famous. Corey Pavin hit the famous forward to win the on the 18th.
Look at that
on the par 5. He hit a forward from the rough, put it 5 feet from the pin, and won the U.S. Open.
Shinnecock
Hills. It's a big Indian. It's an Indian tribe out in Long Island.
Oh, that explains.
So it's not Spanish.
Who said
far
Spanish?
From Spanish.
Shinnecock has nothing to do with Spanish. What are you guys, high? All right, so anyway, Shinnecock Hills.
That's Shinnecock.
You like to say that, Shinnecock. That's what I've just discovered. It does. All right, Shinnecock Hills.
Actually, that's going to be.
So what was he asking?
Yeah. Where's it?
I'm trying to get that. Oh, he asked. He wanted to know
about Shinnecock.
Who is the favorite to win the U.S. Open on Long Island? Shinnecock Hills. That's what I asked.
Okay.
And who's the favorite?
Scheffler.
Oh, well, yeah, but.
Yeah, who else is
Scheffler at Shinnecock?
It's Scheffler at Shinnecock. There we go. That's the headlines of the New York Post.
Scheffler does Shinnecock. It's like Chevy does Dallas.
Yeah, Scheffler does Shinnecock. That will be a good headline. The Post is going to grab that on us.
But what's happening though?
And McElroy's up there. John Rahm, Cameron Young, all the regular. Ludwig Aberg, they think will win his first major. Xander Schauffele, Bryson DeChambeau, Fitzpatrick, Fleetwood, Koepka.
So it's
Justin Thomas. Those are all the big names, and they're all at the top.
You think the big names are going to emerge? I
just think Shinnecock is what they call it's.
I mean, there won't be
it's a link style course.
No Siwoo Kim.
No, I don't know. A European would have an advantage because it's a link style course.
Okay. Well, I hope that answers Longhorn Paulie's question.
Paulie was the one who asked us how do you have odds for golf when at any given day? It's just a perfect example of what happened this weekend,
Right.
So past weekend.
And Smalley is starting to get his name out there.
He's top 5, 3 in a row, top 5s. I mean, he's right there at the end. He's going to cross that threshold. He'll get his win.
Oh, at some point.
Yeah.
Hey, but again, longtime Boston fan, Stan the man, Stan the Boston fan. He's got 2 actually. It's a 2-for-1 special on this email. And Missoula, coaches
Joe
Missoula, and the question is, do we feel that was deserving considering that Mike Brown and the Knicks, because Brown didn't get any consideration in
well, that's because Brown had the pieces. He had.
So when he got the pieces,
Missoula had to deal with no Jason Tatum.
Right.
Doing it with one star and a bunch of role players, and that's how they did it. And I think he deserved. I'm not a Boston guy, as we all know.
Well, we know.
Imagine that.
No,
we know a Boston. Even Karaoke
Courtney, Karaoke Courtney's, she's a strange Boston fan. She's got she likes the Bruins and the Celtics. She loves the
Red
Yankees,
Sox?
though.
Oh,
Yankees.
Really?
Yes, don't talk about weird. She get bounced right out of that state. She showed up at Fenway Park with like a Bruins jacket and the Yankee shirt underneath. She'd be killed. She'd be killed. She's a strange bird.
She has to explain that by saying she was a Yankee fan and
Karaoke Courtney.
Life.
She has very strange taste.
Yeah, very. I got it.
But the second part of that, if you had to do without one of the other, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
Oh, Tatum is the better player.
Tatum's the better player,
definitely, because he's a little longer, a little bigger, so he gives you more. He'll give you he could facilitate. He's a great passer, rebounder. Tatum's one of the top 5 players in the NBA. In my opinion, when he's healthy.
They just couldn't get past, go.
Well, he came back too early. He wasn't ready. You could see he didn't have full game legs under him, and then he got hurt.
They rushed it.
Yeah, rushed it.
They rushed it back. Well, I hope that answers Stan's question there, or question.
Thanks, Stan the man, Boston fan.
Yeah, Stan the man back.
I see how you did that.
See how I did that?
Yeah, that's
Quite
pretty good.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm half man, half amazing. Have you seen my picture?
I thought it was half-assed.
Oh yeah, well, that too.
That's one thing that email.
God, I need a Pepsi.
3 halves.
Emails are interesting. Yeah, you ever see like when people do things on social media and the names that they come up with? So, I mean, no, people don't use just their they don't put their regular.
Yeah, mine. I had Thomas dot at Gmail, and then I changed it, and stupidly added another one because now I'm trying to manage 2 emails which both get flooded with don't call it if you don't want to ask about an insurance quote.
Yeah,
definitely I recommend you never ask for an insurance quote on social media, on the internet or whatever, because I have been inundated with 50 to 100 phone calls a day asking me about I found a carrier, but it just doesn't spread through the room because I got 5 more people calling me from the same number.
See, and now you'll have to have something out there. It'll be the Tommy Thunder.
Yeah,
The Tommy Thunder.
I was, yeah. That's it.
Well, as we mature,
As we mature,
we're going to have our own emails for the show.
Oh, individual.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah. Karaoke Courtney's her aunt reached out to me and just was checking in on her. So it is a good way to get out, to get a hold of us. And we love individual questions. It's something that doesn't have to be read on the air, just to go in and check and communicate with the people that are
That's
following
what
the
it's
show.
all about. We're in the communication business.
That we are. Yes. And
just a little more maturing is all we
that's
need.
it. That's it.
Just a little bit more. Hey, the Chain Gang sports show can be heard and watched, viewed, however you do it. Some people aren't able to actually watch it.
Yeah, but I got people watching it now.
Yeah, watching it.
I love watching the show after we go,
Oh, yeah, I do.
After we go home, 65-inch TV, kick back, a little popcorn, and watch it.
You got it on the 65-inch?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a special place to be.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing
me 65 inches is a treat.
Tommy Thunder. 60.
I knew that was coming. I set myself up for it.
Hey, we appreciate a like, a follow, and to share, and sharing is caring.
And subscribe.
And to subscribe. Chain Gang Sports Show, as I was saying, every Monday, 30-minute show, and every Thursday, it's an hour show, and we're looking to develop to where it's a daily thing.
Yeah.
We're in the works of doing that, and that's what I say. Anybody that's watching, listening.
Hey, Mike and Mike got their start.
Let us know.
Look what they blew up, and then now they each individually have their own shows. And I'm not saying we're the next Mike and Mike, but I can tell you this: you want entertainment with the 4 of us. It's good entertainment. You can get a good laugh as you go in your morning ride. You ride into work in the morning. If you're on 95, tune us in, and I think you'll like. We'll be there soon.
And I tell you what, on the Thursday shows, usually we will have a guest, a restaurant locally, very local at times, just down the street.
Right.
But that's
and we've had some great ones.
Yeah. Oh, they're all
fabulous. I look forward to Thursdays because I eat well. You eat well.
The
I put
chicken
on
wings.
4 pounds in the last month.
Chicken wings that are right there with Publix's chicken wings. That's the Palm Coast Lanes chicken wings. There you go. I was waiting for that to kick in.
Yeah, Publix is not lining up for sponsors.
Publix isn't.
Although I have to go there afterwards. They have a good rotisserie chicken.
Make sure they don't spit in your food.
Yeah, they don't even
keep an eye on everything.
Yeah, thank God there's 4 of them around us, so I kind of switch it up so nobody knows me.
Anything in your mailbag over there? Your email?
I do. We talked to Mikey Balls wants to know how do teams defend Victor Wembanyama? What's the key to defend?
Well, you got to be physical. With
100%, we talked about that.
Yeah,
that's what Hartenstein did to him, and they frustrated him a couple of games.
Yeah, oh yeah, they took him out.
He's skinny. I mean, he's a tall, very thin, light man, and if you get somebody with some girth, that's
you could push him around a little bit.
Oh yeah, you'll move him.
Take him out of his game.
Yeah, you'll move him around, and the key, they're going to try to. The key to I think is to get Wembanyama out of the paint. So,
He
going
can
back
shoot
to what
those threes.
yeah, but I'm talking about defensively.
Oh,
Because
defensively,
otherwise,
yeah.
you don't even want to go in there. I mean, you think about that wingspan.
Oh,
When you go to throw up a shot,
8 feet, 8
he
feet.
throws them away. I mean, there's some shot where you don't even, he's not even in the picture. And next thing you know, his hand comes out and swats it away.
At these very fine studios that we're in, this one in particular, if he was standing in the middle here and spread his arms out, he could go side to side,
Wall to wall.
wall to wall.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine that? You
No.
can't get around that.
No.
There's no way to.
No. I could hit the producer from here. I could flick his ear. I can flick his ear from here. That's like what is that? What was that? Go Gadget, Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, Inspector Gadget.
Remember Inspector Gadget?
But the best way to you gotta. What do you think? Robinson with the Knicks is capable.
I think the key for anybody and especially the Knicks, 2 7-footers.
2 7-footers.
You keep two guys on him with similar length. Now, I mean, obviously, it's nowhere near where he is, but you got two guys that are 7 foot. It's not putting Josh Hart on him. Or did you see who the Thunder had? Who's the kid they got from the
By the
Heat?
way, that was remember we were talking about the hamstring, and wasn't it Jalen Williams?
Yeah.
Had the hamstring
Yeah.
in that series.
Yeah.
And they had to do without him. But I agree. If you got guys that are comparable in height,
Right, Caruso is who they had defending him. You saw that, right?
Yeah. There's
Caruso is, and the reason why did they have Caruso? Because he was physical and muscled him out. But I mean, how far can you muscle him out? He turns around and dunks from the free throw line. It's weird.
That's the thing.
It's almost like watching an alien.
You can push him around, but with that 8-foot wingspan,
He's an alien.
he's just and
I just want to put those
to
big
out-rebound.
bubble eyes on him. If we put bubble eyes on him, he'd literally have a spacecraft. He'd be getting it.
how to out rebound him. That's the key right there.
Yeah, well, Mitchell Robinson, 4 years in a row, offensive rebounder leader for 4 years in a row. So, and I think that's a big stat to have.
Yeah, the Spurs are going to be around for a while. Wemby's going to be around. He's going to be the focal point of a lot of discussions when it comes to the NBA. He just in his third year too. Some great success.
Very emotional.
Very emotional. I like.
You gotta like that.
He's deep. He's deep.
Let me tell you something. He's around for a long time.
He's articulate.
But yeah, if you want to call that. Well, I don't know. That whole
In his own way.
that whole French thing.
He may need an interpreter.
Yeah,
But he is
I don't
articulate.
think he's not American. No, I'm only kidding. Born in the USA, baby. Yeah. So
I like him though.
I do
I
too.
like Wemby.
I do too. If you play with that kind of passion, if winning's what you want, listen. He's got to. Barring any injuries, we're going to be talking about him for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else in your mailbag as we
I think I had one more.
here in the
Tom from Flagler Beach. You know Tom from Flagler Beach.
Tommy. Oh yeah. Tommy from you guys share the first name.
Yeah,
your
you
names
know what? He's the one he was the very first question
that we ever had.
That we ever had. Remember, he tried stumping us. How many home runs did the Yankees have?
Oh yeah, with the stats. That's the toughest thing.
He can't be doing that.
Yeah,
I told him he's no longer.
when it comes to stats.
He can send emails. He's no longer allowed to call because he's trying to stump us. You can't stump us.
That was back in the day. That was pre-karaoke Courtney.
Oh yeah, that was day one with you.
Stats.
That was day one with you.
Yeah, and Misty Stats.
Yeah, Misty Stats. Yep.
And she was trying to pull up those stats too on that question.
Yeah,
from what I recall.
She no success on that.
Yeah, we can't call a timeout on this show. We
no,
just got to keep.
And that was that's
fuddle us with stats. We got to get.
Although now the ability of pause in a race.
Yeah, we're too busy eating chicken wings and talking about the Knicks and.
Tom from Flagler Beach.
Yeah,
he asks the very similar questions all the time.
Does he?
Yeah, it's about the Yankees. That's all that he's got Bronx Bomber parking.
Yankee Tom.
Yeah, that's what we should call him.
Yankee Tom.
Yeah, that's what we should call him. He still plays softball, that guy. He amazes me. But anyway.
How old is he?
80, 79.
79.
Yeah, he's in a 70. He's in a 70 and over league. There's some guys that
Flagler.
Yeah.
Flagler,
there's a guy that's 82 years old that runs the bases like better than any 40-year-old. He's like a deer at 82. And he hits he plays on like 5 teams, travels. I mean, he still plays travel 70-plus-year-old softball. Well, actually, he plays in a 50 and over league.
That's 82.
People are dying to get into that league.
Being in 82. God bless him. I hope he continues.
Yeah, that was brutal. That's brutal. All right, I'll take a head scratcher on that. As you
I thought he was just challenging the call at the plate there. I thought
did
he
you notice
was it a strike or a
did
ball?
you notice the throwback Earl Campbell I brought on today?
That is
I
a
had to
nice
change it up on the Brunson.
Love you blue.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
Cosell saying that?
Yeah.
Back at the Houston Earlers,
Yep.
they would call him.
Bum Phillips' team.
Bum Phillips.
Dan Pastorini.
With the cowboy boots.
Yep.
Dan Pastorini, number 7, right?
Yep. Yes, it was.
Who went to the Raiders and
no, it was,
I always remember he had the flat jacket on though. He had bad
if you played
ribs.
against the Pittsburgh Steelers on a regular, that's when football had no rules on the.
Oh man, people were getting racked up.
Oh my God.
There was no in the grass.
No.
In the
Earl
grass.
Campbell, when he delivered a hit, he was something. He had 34-inch thighs. He's got safe on.
Exact. That's what I was. You thought I was going to do the quad chop.
Yeah,
but
he was heading for the quad chop.
The thighs. He had massive thighs. He could run over you.
Yeah.
Texas Longhorn.
Yes. But, you know, the sad part was he was back and he was a janitor. That's sad.
He's a janitor?
He was the janitor at UT before somebody said, whoa, can't have Texas royalty sweeping floors at the college that he was once the...
Wow.
Yeah. It's sad. It's a sad story.
Yeah, it is a sad.
It is a sad story. Any of the guys that played football back then that got hurt, you know, the NFL did not take care of their people back then.
No way.
You know, Mike Webster, you go to all the guys you could talk about. There's a list of names you could bring up that got no financial help, no financial assistance. These are the guys that laid the foundation for the NFL. And the NFL left them hanging.
And not just the NFL, but all the professional sports prior to, I'm going to say about 1980. And certainly before free agency, guys got stuck with teams, losing teams, careers never flourished.
Yeah, no.
And they were driving a beer truck during the off season.
Exactly. And we were just talking about, my dad and I were talking about it yesterday at the Tortuga game. And that was I went to the Jerry Cooney, George Foreman fight on the George Foreman comeback when he was doing his comeback before he knocked out Michael Mora.
That's before the grill started.
That's when the grill did pick up. So we were in the bar. I was 18 years old, I think I was, or 20 years old. And, you know, I was a big shot in the bar. And Joe Frazier came walking in. And, you know, I mean, I'm a huge boxing fan. So this was looking at boxing royalty.
Frazier fan?
Yeah, well, I was an Ali fan, so I was definitely not a Frazier fan.
Gotcha.
But Joe comes walking in, Smoking Joe. You know, I mean, unfortunately, Smoking Joe took the toll of getting beat up, you know, but those guys, the Muhammad Ali's, the George Foreman, Kenny Norton, you know, back in that day.
Did you hear the boom? That's some thundercloud.
So was I? Oh, yeah.
Thunderstorm activity.
But it was something I'm passionate about. But back then, those what boxing was, you know, those were the days. Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. Those were the days.
Thomas Hitman Hearn.
Yeah, and those were the guys. Ali was even before that, but they laid the foundation. And do you know that boxing started making all that money and those guys were sleeping in the gym?
Oh, yeah.
Joe Frazier was sleeping in the back of his own, you know, his own gym.
Nothing glamorous.
No, and Joe Frazier was there's Joe Frazier, an idol, an icon in boxing, and he comes in and he's wearing a suit and threads were hanging off all over. It was a sad moment. Yeah. Totally a sad moment. And that, you know, the NFL and, you know, Major League Baseball, you didn't hear as many stories because there's so many more players, you know, 30 men, you know, and football too. But anyway, I'm glad to see that these leagues have stepped up and taken care of the guys that were
making so much money from one year to the next. The money is big. Hey, one more email coming from my side here, and it's Tony from Hollister. And at first I thought, where is Hollister? Hollister.
The store, the clothing line? Abercrombie and Fitch and Hollister.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Tony's not from Abercrombie and Fitch. He's from Hollister.
Abercrombie or Fitch. Bill Fitch, great basketball coach back in the day.
Celtics.
I don't know about
Rockets.
Abercrombie, but Tony from Hollister. I'm thinking that's Hollister is. Well, you know what? When I look at the question, I'm thinking Hollister must be near Gainesville because the email reads, should the SEC break away from the NCAA because they're talking about making
independently?
Oh yeah, possibly independently because it's so strong and maybe opposition of they're expanding it to 16 teams now for the playoff, but there's actually talk of maybe going to 24. And so they're thinking, so the question would be, should the SEC
get away from,
branch off?
The only reason I say the thing, and you're talking about an old traditional guy when it came to sports, the Big East back in the day with Ewing and, Pearl Washington, remember the St. John's, Georgetown, Villanova, those days, the days of the Duke, North Carolina, guys that stayed 4 years. So that you had Christian Laettner versus, whoever, J.R. Reed.
Basketball.
I'm talking, and I'm using basketball as the analogy because then they dissolved the Big East. Like there was no Syracuse, St. John. It was terrible. And it was all about money. Come on. Really, we've got, what do we have? Oklahoma's now what in the Big Ten?
It's tough to keep track.
Yeah, they're in the Big Ten now.
Teams from the western part
University
of
of Texas is where? And the University of Texas is in the SEC, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to be so simplistic now.
Yeah, because it was geographic. It was
geographic.
And that was the way, that was my watch. That's where the thunder's coming from. I don't want to.
Yeah, geographics don't mean anything anymore.
No.
You want to be in this league, fine. Even though you're about 1,000 miles away, you're not even in the same region anymore.
Now your travel time, you could jump on a bus in Tobacco Road, Clemson, South Carolina. You can go by bus. Now you got to take planes, 6 hours flight or 4-hour flights.
Let's just agree. It's all about money.
Yeah, it's a shame.
NCAA, look at the basketball tournament.
If the NCAA wasn't
76, 78, 78
teams, yeah, it's stupid.
And
you're right.
Just dilute the product.
Sure, just like the Cotton Bowl was always.
Now you got 40 bowls.
Yeah.
You could be 5 and 7, and they'll have an exception for you just because of your tradition, your name.
Yeah.
And things.
It's a shame that the rivalries too, the Texas, Oklahoma, those rivalries are. USC, UCLA, they're not even in the same conference anymore. It's crazy.
We'll be tapping into that subject a little bit more, and hopefully for Tony out there in Hollister, which I'm thinking that's here in Florida.
Yeah.
I've heard of Hollister, and it's I think more toward the Gainesville area, and I would believe Tony's probably a Gator fan.
Yeah. Well, I got 2 words before we close this down.
Yeah.
Nixon 6.
Nixon 6. All right. I can't argue with the Knicks thing.
Yeah.
And I think if they do win it, it would have to be in 6 because I'd give the nod to San Antonio.
They're taking game 1.
Yeah. You know what? Because,
you want to be different.
I'm going to go with San Antonio in 7.
You would take
Knicks in 6, San Antonio in 7.
You told me the Knicks were going to win it all last week. Now you're changing. All right.
How did Schwarzenegger say? I lied.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'll be back. You did lie. And now we've got skin in the game.
Skin in the game.
Johnny Monte Carlo is going to be driving around in a Vespa.
Hey, it's hey, I tell you what, just like the song Come Monday, maybe we'll put some money on that.
Deuces, brother. Good show. Peace.
Things are truly better with us.